Hey everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my review of DC Rebirth Holiday Special number 1 that came out in 2016. This is actually part 1 because there are several stories in here. There's 11 stories in all, except the first one, titled A Very Harley Holiday, is told all throughout the book, and it's a precursor to almost every one of these stories. So I will be going over the first part of A Very Harley Holiday and the last minute, featuring Batman and Superman. I love the cover. It's very bright and has the key players of the DC universe. Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, Green Lanterns, Superboy, Jonathan Kent, Damian Wayne, Robin, Kid Flash, Wally West, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Harley Quinn. And she is the first part. It's her. It's almost like her book, basically. And she opens up with like she's impersonating Linus from the classic Peanuts Christmas Carol when he gets up on the stage to talk about the true meaning of Christmas. She says, "Lights, please," while holding her big hammer. She says, and look at that beautiful face. "Once again, it's time for people everywhere to celebrate the glorious traditions of the holiday season." Not the Christmas season, but the holiday season. And she looks down, holding her hand up as to make a point. And there is perhaps one tradition that shines more brightly than all the rest. She pulls out a picture. I'm speaking of course, of the Task Force-esque Christmas party. The Task Force X Christmas party, which would be taking place here now, except we drank up our budget back in March. And of course there's Harley, drunk as a skunk, along with Killer Croc. And so she has her sweater removed, and I swear I think that's multiple hands by Zatanna. With that in mind, we opted for the next best thing. She drops the picture. She says, "A big splashy holiday special." And here we see Starfire, Beast Boy, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Shazam, Captain Marvel also, The Flash, Superman at the piano, that's, I'm pretty sure, new Superman, Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz, and possibly Vixen. I'm not sure, that might be Poison Ivy. I'm not sure who that is. They tried to fit so many heroes into one scene that, it's a little bit much, but anyway. It's called A Very Harley Holiday. And it's very short. I mean, it's only 2 pages. Well, 3 if you count the intro. And she says, "Yep, it's one of those big, overblown entertainment extravaganzas where celebrities sharing only the most tangible relationships try to act all chummy during the segues." And she's showing off her tush as she starts the special. She moves over to Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern. I don't know you, do I? I don't think so. And she's like, great, have fun. And so Jessica just keeps on drinking the eggnog, I guess. And sitting there all by herself. And over here, we get a full body shot of Harley in her Christmas outfit. And she says, now let's kick off the big show with a holiday helping of music and magic. And who are they going to get to do that? Take it away, Black Canary and Zatanna. And over here we have the two of them, and they look so good in the shadows. But then Black Canary starts singing, and I swear, I believe they deliberately drew them in the style of the Golden Age, which I think is excellent. And the Golden Age of comics. Black Canary starts, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. And Zatanna, being the mistress of magic, casts a spell, but she says it backwards because that's how she works. And Egret in the rept ert. And what appears? A partridge in a pear tree. Fantastic, Harley says. And of course, look what's coming out of her hat. A partridge in a pear tree. She says, on the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Ut et trut sivad. 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. Very nice, Harley says. And then Black Canary continues. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Hanner sut schnick. And here we see Harley say, huh? More birds? 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge and a pear tree. On the 4th day of Christmas. Then Harley interrupts, and she looks so beautiful. She says, this is going to take a while. If you ain't finished shopping for that special someone, now might be a good time. And this segues into the first story. The Last Minute, featuring Superman and Batman. In Quetzal, Ecuador, Christmas Eve is known as Nocturnbunum. Translated simply, it charmingly means good night. This good night has been interrupted by the Rainbow Monster. I kid you not. That's what it says here. The Rainbow Monster, which unexpectedly rose from Cotopaxi, a volcano in the nearby Andes Mountains. Stay back, everyone, Batman says. He basically does nothing during this fight. Superman does it all. And yes, he is the Rainbow Monster. Fortunately for the good people of Krypto, the Superman-Batman team are still on the job, and there is no such thing as a Superman-Batman team. At least not in this current continuity. In the previous continuity, the New 52, which ran from 2011 to 2015, I believe there was. And he is a Rainbow Monster, see? Red, yellow, green, coming out of his body. And Batman says, all Superman has to do is follow my instructions, coaxing the creature into using all of its energy up, and he comes crashing down. Crash! That'll do, Batman says. He loves to instruct everybody. Thanks, Batman, Superman says. They didn't let a little thing like a monster invasion stop them from shopping, did they? Because you can see all the presents on the ground. Batman says, of course not. They've all got to get ready for the big Cena de Anachta Bena. There are still presents and food to buy. And look, Superman holds his head. Oh, God. Because, don't forget, he is the father of Jonathan Kent, Superboy. What? Batman says. I just realized I didn't get John's present yet. He wants one of those Monk-E Monsters interactive system video game things. And Batman says, I'm familiar. The in-demand toy of the season. Damian wants one too. Stores are going to start closing soon. You'd better... And you see that's a military time for 4:15. And he says, hurry. And Superman goes, whoosh, up and away. And so he goes off to get John's present. But back in Hamilton County, the home of the Smith family and secretly Superman, John's on the phone. No, my dad isn't home yet. And the home of John Smith, secretly Superboy. I'm guessing he's off saving the world with your dad. I'm just hanging out in the house, and he doesn't look too happy. And over in Gotham City, what are you up to, Damian? And he says, defending Gotham from an onslaught of brightly colored cretins. And those are brightly colored cretins. I mean, they look very silly. And Damian says, and resisting the urge to make this their last Christmas. Oh, jeez. Hey, do you ever wish you could just be normal and, like, play, you know, as those three kids are doing outside, building that snowman? Meanwhile, the Man of Steel is on his perilous quest to obtain the new Monk-E Monsters interactive system. Wonderful shot there. Beautiful colors. Unfortunately for Superman, he's not the only one. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, he meets this woman. Ha ha, suckers. Gotta get up pretty early in the morning to beat me, she says. And so the Man of Tomorrow must set forth again. But the life of Superman is never without distractions. He says, oh, come on, Winter Wasp. You couldn't have waited until New Year's to attack Herman, Missouri? I mean, these names are very, very silly. You know, Rainbow Monster, Winter Wasp, and there's another silly one coming up. And so he goes to this store, and he hears this man. Can you believe it? The last one, just sitting there. I'm a hero. Now I know how Superman feels. And Superman is not feeling too well. Times Square, New York City. He says, if they don't have it here, they won't have it anywhere. So the guy tells him, says, sorry, bro, our whole shipment went to the wrong place. Probably got hijacked by, like, the Kite Man by now. But if not, you still have a chance if you can get to Gotham City. The dark jewel of the East Coast twinkles in the Christmas Eve snow. And Superman's quarry is within sight. Unfortunately, another distraction is within hearing range. Because remember, he has super hearing. This guy. My beautiful copper coins cast aside to appease elfin panhandlers, not on my watch. And so Superman takes care of this Joker. As we see up here, Superman is able to make quick work of the penny plunderer, but even those mere minutes, I mean, penny plunder, seriously, are enough to ensure only one Monk E Monsters interactive system hasn't yet found a home. Faster than a speeding bullet, then we see this arm reach out and grab it. But not faster than Damian Wayne. I've been taught to let nothing get in the way of that which I desire. In other words, you snooze, you lose, Mr. Smith. Because Damian's aware of that his name is not really Smith. So, Superman has to go home without the present. In Hamilton County, this year's Christmas Eve is known as the night when the Superman Batman team takes off for a few hours. And I think this is just adorable how Clark, Lois, and John are all wearing the same outfit. One more slice, Bruce? Not if I'm going to slip into a leotard ever again, Lois. Damian says, it's time to be done with all of this culturally mandated pretense. It's time for presents, he says with a slight grin on his face. And John goes running. Because remember, John's 10 and Damian's 13. You know, they're not a whole, that's not a big difference, but they are, but John is more energetic. It's Christmas Eve, Lois says. Just one present each. And no super leaping in the house. I mean, she's a mom if there ever was one in comic books. And Clark says, John, I just wanted you to know. I tried, I really did. I'm sorry, there's no... And he opens up this gift. Monk E Monsters! Oh yeah! And there's Damian with a big smile on his face. Like I did what your dad couldn't. And John jumps and hugs him really tight. Thank you, Damian. And that catches him off guard. Yes, I figured you could benefit from some strategic training and work. And Clark says, did you know about this? Bruce says, I'm the world's greatest detective, but no, I did not. This even surprised Bruce. As the evening wanes, it's getting late. Damian and I should get back to Gotham. Patrols don't stop for Santa Claus, Bruce says, while Clark's having some coffee or cocoa or something outside. And Bruce says, Clark, I'm sorry Damian stole your thunder. He should have let you give John that present. And Clark responds with this. Actually, Damian gave John something I couldn't. And he's smiling because he's sure of this. He says, a friend. And a chance to feel like a normal kid. You know, playing video games. Just having fun. In Quattro, Ecuador, Christmas Eve is known as Necrombana. And then Clark says, Bruce, would you like to play? He says, sure, you could benefit from some strategic training. Oh, it's on, Wayne. Translated simply, it charmingly means good night. So that was the part one of my review of this Christmas special, DC Rebirth Holiday Special 2016. It was #1, and I just adored the story with Superman and Batman. I thought it was great. It was heartwarming. It's something that Marvel Comics could learn from. They need to start doing holiday specials again. I love the story, and there's so much more to this one comic book. So, what did you think of the story? Leave your comments below. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and smash that bell like She-Hulk. Also, please do like this video and share it with someone who would enjoy it as well. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, true readers.